everyone, welcome to Pearl's Kitchen. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up, press the red button to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified for my upcoming video. It's all free. Thank you. Happiness is the thing that always multiplies when we share it. Amen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Anglo macaroni and cheese, and here are the ingredients. In the saucepan I've got 8 cups of water kept to boil. I've got 2 cups of macaroni here, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 tablespoon of oil, any oil you can use. And in here I've got 2 onions chopped. I've got 3 cloves of garlic. In India you'll need at least 5 cloves of garlic, but here the garlic are huge. And then in here I've got 1.5 cup of grated cheddar cheese. I've got 1 cup of grated mozzarella cheese. I've got 3/4 cup of tomato paste. If you can't find tomato paste, you can use tomato puree. In there I've got 1 cube of chicken stock. I've got 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of double cream. And for the spices here I've got half a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of white pepper powder, got half a teaspoon of chaat masala, got half a teaspoon of mixed herb, half a teaspoon of salt, and I've got 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. We'll also need 1.5 tablespoons of butter, and we'll need a pinch of nutmeg, and for garnishing we'll need spring onions and red peppers. Okay, as soon as your water starts to boil, you need to add the salt in there and the oil. And now you add the pasta in there, your macaroni. Now you let the macaroni cook. We only need to cook it 90%. Okay, my macaroni has been cooking for 8 minutes now, and that's 90% done. So I'm going to now just put it through the sieve, because we'll need some of that water, the macaroni water. Okay, now this is the macaroni water that I said to you to keep aside, and that's the stock cube in there. So we're going to take 1.5 cups of this macaroni water and put it in the stock cube, and that's it. You don't need this anymore. And now you make this, stir it with the spoon, so that will be your chicken cube stock with the macaroni flavored water. Okay, while the macaroni is draining there, you take a karai or a frying pan, and in there you put 2 tablespoons of olive oil or cooking oil. I've got olive oil, and then you put the garlic in there. And then a few seconds later, you put the onion. Now let the onions sweat for a bit, maybe around 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, my onions have had its 3 minutes. Now you're going to put the tomato paste. I've got sun-dried tomato paste, gives it a lovely flavor. But if you can't find the sun-dried one, then the plain tomato paste will do. Give that a stir. And then in there you add all these dry ingredients. Now let this fry on a medium flame for at least 4 minutes. Okay, now that's been frying for 4 minutes, and now I'm going to add the stock that I made from the macaroni water and the chicken cube, stock cube. Now let it come to a boil, and let it simmer for 2 minutes. Okay, now that the stock water has been boiling, simmering for 2 minutes, I've put my karai on the back burner because you need a medium heat now. And now you're going to add the butter first. Give that a stir. Keep it on a rolling boil, but on a medium flame. Then we're going to add the milk. And then we're going to add the cream. Keep stirring it. You make this is really so delicious. And now you're going to put a pinch of nutmeg. And now let it simmer away. Let it come to a little rolling boil, but don't let it start to bubble too much. Okay, you can see it's starting to come to a boil. So as soon as it starts to bubble, we add the pasta in it now. The macaroni. And now you let the macaroni cook for 3 minutes in there. Okay, now the macaroni has been cooking for last 4 minutes actually. So now I'm going to start adding the cheese. And this Anglo Indian macaroni and cheese doesn't need to go in the oven. That's why I'm making in the pot. Because in the olden days they didn't have ovens. And after that you add the mozzarella cheese. Now you mix this and now let this cook for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, the macaroni and cheese has been cooking now for last 2 to 3 minutes. Now we need to add the red pepper and the spring onions. So that was only half a red pepper I used and 3 spring onions. So I'm taking 3/4 of it and mixing it in there. The rest I'll leave it for garnishing. You mix that in and that's it. You put the gas off and let this rest for a few minutes. That's your lovely Anglo-Indian macaroni and cheese ready. And just before, it's nice to serve it hot. Just before you take it onto the table, you just garnish it with some more spring onions. And then put some red pepper on it. This looks so delicious. So hope you all like this Anglo-Indian macaroni and cheese. This can be served as a starter or as a main course. So if you like it, don't forget to put on your comments what you think about it. And I shall see you next time with some more delicious cooking. But until then, may God go with you and give you His peace.